Hey, this is Grant with Grant's Rock Warehouse, and welcome to another edition of Cheapie Bin Finds. Last night, I tried to do this same show, but it ended up I took it out and made it a live stream. I thought that would be fun, and it was a total blast. However, what I was going to present, I didn't get to present really because it veered off into another tangent of heavy metal albums that I bought in 1999 for $1. That's all well and good. I don't have a problem with that. It was fun. We had a lot of great people on there submitting questions and having a lot of interaction. It was great, a lot of fun. But today I want to get back to the episode that should have been, which would be episode number 2. So we're going to start off with the Waterboys. Dream Harder. This record came out in 93. The band's led by Scottish singer-songwriter, instrumentalist Mike Scott. This is the band that Carl Wallinger of World Party was in. I don't know if you've ever heard any World Party, but you can find that in the Cheapie bins too if you look. The CD bins. The records are a little bit more hard to find, but if you see those two, I highly recommend it. There is not one bad World Party record. Anyway, this is the 6th album, came out in 93. The reviews for this are kind of all over the place. Like you see on your screen, AllMusic gave this a 2-star review. Not too hot. They said that it was basically the Waterboys going back to their more rock and roll roots, I suppose. I haven't heard any Waterboys. I can't really say. But the other reviews, Rolling Stone ended up giving this thing a 4-star review. Who knew? I'll give it a listen. I'll try to report back and see. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. But it didn't cost anything, so why not? The other one I got was Mary's Danish, American Standard. Now, this record, I don't know if anybody knows Mary's Danish, but they're probably forgotten. They were an early 90s alternative band. Their first album came out in 89, and I do believe I had that first album, There Goes the Wonder Truck. Pretty sure I had that. I don't have it anymore. But this is their last album. It came out on Morgan Creek Records. The whole experience evidently was not a good experience. They were dropped by Morgan Creek. They parted ways, and then the band dismembered. Have I heard this record? Well, AllMusic gives it a 1.5 stars. I guess it was not very good vibes in the studio when this was done. But I think their old stuff is really good. I'm going to have to re-listen to it, but I picked this up, and I just thought, well, maybe this will be okay. Well, probably wasn't a good buy. The other thing I bought, which I kind of touched on yesterday, but we were kind of all over the place, was the Mobile Fidelity version of Elton John Honky Chateau. $2. Ultra Disc 1. Gold CD. You can't beat it for $2. Rolling Stone gave this record a 5-star review. It's considered one of Elton's best records. It's a Mobile Fidelity gold disc. You know it's worth more than $2, so I picked that up. The other thing that I picked up was Natalie Merchant, Tiger Lily. Now, in the other video that I did in Cheapie Bin Finds number 1, I talked about, well, not Natalie Merchant so much, but I talked about 10,000 Maniacs, that I'm kind of on a 10,000 Maniacs kick. And I thought, well, what the heck? I'm just going to see if I can find some Natalie Merchant stuff, give it a shot, see what I think. This came out, I think, in 1995, and this is after she quit 10,000 Maniacs. It got to number 13 on the Billboard charts. It was certified 5 times platinum. I mean, this sold like you wouldn't believe. But I remember when this came out at the time, it kind of got mixed reviews. I don't know. It kind of got slammed at the time. I think maybe it's aged better now. Like I said, Rolling Stone gave it 3.5. Well, originally Rolling Stone magazine gave it a 1.5 star, but the Record Guide, they kind of boosted it up over time. All Music gave it 4.5. Los Angeles Times gave it 3. Mojo gave it favorable. Robert Christgau, he hated it. He gave it an N, which I don't think is a very good rating. Anyway, I'm going to give this a shot. Like I said, I'm on a 10,000 Maniacs kick, and I what the heck, give it a shot. Up next is another band, cheap, got this for $2, is the band Wire, who was a punk rock band back in the mid-'70s. This, however, is, I believe, 1989. This is on Mute Enigma. Rolling Stone gave this 2 stars too. They didn't give it a very good review. All Music gave it 4 stars, and Robert Christgau, which usually the guy hates everything, he gave it a B-. So it's probably not all that bad. I think most of this is a live record. Yeah, all the recordings are based on performances in Chicago, Portugal, and London. Live tracks were deconstructed in the studio and remixed by Wire. So the single on here was Eardrum Buzz, which was the band's most successful single in their history, charting number 2 on the modern Billboard Modern Rock charts. Maybe I'll remember this if I play it. I don't know. We'll see. That's what's so fun about this stuff. Here's another one. This you never see, but Leo Kaki, My Feet Are Smiling. I think this only came out on One Way Records on CD. So this was $2. I'd seen it in the bin before, and I didn't do anything. I just thought, well, I don't know who's going to buy this. But if anybody knows Leo Kaki, this is his 6th album. I believe this is 73. March of 73. Originally came out on Capitol, produced by Denny Bruce. I don't know how well-known Leo Kaki is anymore, but All Music Guide gave it 4.5. Rolling Stone Record Guide, which I'm quoting here, gave it a 5-star review. The Encyclopedia of Popular Music gave it 4 stars. So if you're a guitar player, this guy is supposed to be absolutely stunning on his abilities. It appears like on this record he's performing more solo and playing more slide guitar than usual, but it's a live record. You can hear the audience, but the playing's supposed to be excellent. And a 5-star record for $2. What are you gonna do? The last one I think I have to share is, we tried to share this last night, but Peter Murphy, Deep. This is another record. All Music gave this 4.5 stars. I believe this came out in 1989, his 3rd record. If you know who Peter Murphy is, Peter Murphy played in Bauhaus, goth band from the late 80s. They broke up, and he went solo. And like I said, this is his third album, got number 44 in the U.S. charts. What singles are on here? I can't find anything. That's okay. It gets a good review at 4.5 stars. So, what the hell? But I did get something else when I was out. Well, actually, I got something in the mail today, because we're going to be doing the band Pylon from Athens, Georgia. We are going to be doing an interview with Vanessa, who was the singer of Pylon. That's in a couple weeks. But I ended up getting their 1990 album, Chain, because they just put out a box set, which we'll be talking to Vanessa about. But this is a later album, and I had this years ago, but you trade stuff off, and, well, I got it back again. I'm going to listen to this, and I'll be listening to a lot of the box set before the interview. I mean, the box set is absolutely stunning, so just saying. The only other thing I bought, but it was $5. was Genesis Foxtrot. This is the original pressing that's on Atlantic. Or is it on Atco? It's on Atlantic. It should sound pretty good. Because you've heard me talk about this before. All those 1980s CDs, they weren't futzed with. They weren't mastered lousy. They don't have the effects of the loudness wars. Anything modern's just going to be all jacked up. But this should sound fairly true to the record. This was like the only Genesis one I did not have. So, I don't know. We'll give it a shot and see how it goes. And the other thing, what else do I have to share? I think that's probably it. Other than that, why is that popping up? Other than that, I think that's good. I think that is Cheapie Bin Finds number 2. I don't think I have anything more to add. But as far as content goes, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Holy crap, where do we begin? Got a Devo episode coming up on the 16th with Bicycle Legs. Cheap Trick discussion, we're going to be streaming that live. That will be with Ryan Gavalier. That's going to be great. Second British Invasion chat is on June 9th at 7 o'clock. And we'll be doing a police chat where we'll be looking at the next 2 albums. We've already looked at Outlandos and Regatta, and we looked at Zenyatta, and we're going to look at Zenyatta and Outland. Just, those crazy police records. Then we have another talk. We're going to be doing a show on Let's Active. That'll be with Todd Evans. And Let's Active was a band from Athens, Georgia. Not Athens, but I think they are out of North Carolina is where they were from. Pylon was Athens, but I believe they were a North Carolina band, which was a vehicle for Mitch Easter. So Mitch Easter's a big producer, produced the first 2 REM albums. Fabulous stuff. But that's what we got coming up. Please like and subscribe. Hope you like this. Leave a thumbs up. Do all that stuff. I'm trying to get at least up to 100 viewers, for crying out loud. It's tough to get up there. But anyway, that's Cheapie Bin Finds number 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what cheapie bins you've found lately. If you like going through the cheapie bins, hell, I don't know. I know I like to. But, all right. Thanks, everybody. Night.